Your career not written in stone. Who you are not written in stone. Who you are now and who you were as a kid are two different persons because of knowledge. So you also have to take that into consideration that you can change, your career can change, anything can change. And just how you approach a situation go determine how that situation change you or change your life for the better or for the worse.
Yes. Don't let your job define you too much. Be cognizant that you can lose a job. You can lose a job. It could be your fault, it could be company fault, it could be anything. You can lose a job. So don't let the job be who you are. So if you lose it, you lose who you are.
Welcome to the Beyond the 95 podcast. Off the clock and the spot. I'm your host, Oshido Christie.
I'm your host, Carl Johnson. Today we're going to be speaking about unemployment, the risk, challenges, and opportunities. And I know it sounds weird, but opportunities. Unemployment is a sticky topic. Sticky topic. Sticky.
Unemployment is like a curse word.
Yes. You can't say now. If you say now work, it's either people think you workless, or you think you workless, but really and truly it's a part of life. Let's just start working in the same job from 18 to 65. 65?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen at one point or another.
True.
Sometimes it's your fault, sometimes it's not your fault. You have to learn to acknowledge that. But unemployment is not just about the financial strain, it's about the self-esteem aspect of it. In this society, in today's society, in Jamaica society, if you're not working, you're rough, really and truly. If you're not working, people
Based
look
on
at
societal standards.
Based on the societal standards, you're rough. Thank you very much, Mr. Christie. If you're not working, then I think you're doing nefarious activities. But really and truly, sometimes you just lose a job. Sometimes you get laid off. Sometimes you just can't bother with the space. You just leave. Most times when I say unemployment, people assume you get fired. Really and truly, which is wrong.
True.
Right? When I say unemployed, oh, you get fired. What you do? Come on. Sometimes I can resign. So that's a part of it as well. The personal failure part of it is that no one wants to be without money. And most persons don't want to be depending on persons for money. But as I said, it's an opportunity. We said it under the risk and the opportunity. We're always talking about risk nowadays. There's opportunity in risk. What do you think?
I think you're right. Tell you the truth, there is opportunity in being unemployed. It's a case where once you're unemployed in Jamaica, as I said, people tend to look down upon you.
Class you.
You see me? And it makes persons who unemployed feel as if they're less of a person because they're unable to get a job.
There's a lot of stigma surrounding unemployment overall. In terms of that, it impacts self-esteem a lot because you're out of a job, you had a job, you know what it feels like to be working. You had the job and you lose it. So basically, even if you have a savings, you're going to be wondering why or how this happened. You're going to be getting pressure from society as well because your family will be pressuring you. You might even start getting more pressure because Jamaican society, most persons are going to help you unless you help yourself, really and true. Yeah, so it's a whole negative thing around unemployment, and today we're really going to delve into how unemployment not being active at that point in time. I'm not going to even say unemployment, not being actively going somewhere else can assist you in bettering yourself, really and true. All right, we're going to show you guys a positive spin for unemployment.
When it comes on to this full self-esteem thing, a lot of we deal with personality, as I say, based on the position we hold. And worse, if I did one job where I feel like say that affect people more emotionally than if I did one job where you don't like. As much as you don't have that source of income anymore, you would have more at peace if I did one job where you don't like it. And you say, I'm not forget about this. Let me try to find something else. But if I did one job where you like, I say, I love that company and I feel like I want to grow in this role. I see myself as this, I see myself as that. And then you get laid off for whatsoever the reason may be, whether that be an issue in your performance or whether that be an industrial issue, which part the company is now downsizing. Right? So all of that, based on how you perceive the company, would determine how badly affect you.
That's true. I like what you said that because imagine you are, for example, a police officer and you get fired. You're not a police again. You want a whole chunk of your identity just get cut off.
Yeah.
Who you are, you're not who you really are anymore.
Exactly.
Especially if you wanted to be a police officer when you're like young. You grew up, everybody in your community say, oh, the boy they're going to turn police or the girl they're going to turn police because of that. I imagine now you lose your job. All your life is gone because police was your identity.
True.
My advice is this, independently of this topic what we're talking about, don't let your job define you too much. Be cognizant that you can lose a job. You can lose a job. It could be your fault, it could be company fault, it could be anything. You can lose a job. So don't let the job be who you are. So if you lose it, you lose who you are.
But some of the time, it kind of hard to remove who you are from the job based on the profession. Because if you're a lawyer, you will always be a lawyer, whether you get this bar or not.
People can always
Because
call you liar.
exactly, you have a knowledge, right? And because you have a knowledge, that will always be a part of who you are, your identity. The issue is learning to separate your profession from who you actually are. Because not because you are a lawyer, that don't mean that the only life you can live is being a lawyer.
That's true.
If for God forbid any reason you get this bar, right? You're supposed to can put yourself in a position to pivot from that career path to something else. It's going to be hard. I know enough of things I will say we are saying because yeah, it sound easy, but we really and truly understand say I know an easy path. And not something we just happen overnight. We just have to know that it's possible.
Yes.
Your career not written in stone. Who you are not written in stone. Who you are now and who you were as a kid are two different persons because of knowledge. So you also have to take that into consideration that you can change, your career can change, anything can change. And just how you approach a situation go determine how that situation change you or change your life for the better or for the worse.
Yes, yes. And we're going to share some statistics. In 2023, July 2023 specifically, the unemployment rate was at 4.5% in Jamaica, based on the statin. That's the Statistical Institute of Jamaica. 4.5 sounds crazy, to be honest, for Jamaica, based on the reality that we are living in. Some persons might think like, but based on the data that they got, it says 4.5%. And as she just said, you can be unemployed because of downsizing, can be fired, and it can be a health reason. Sometimes I think we should show empathy to persons who are unemployed because you really don't know what's going on in someone's life until you know what's going on in someone's life. Their job could have been too stressful and they're getting sick. So let's show grace to persons who are unemployed. You're gonna know who you can know who you don't show grace to basically.
Use your discernment.
You can know. Use your discernment and realize what's going on. And in terms of this as well, for men and women is different. Once you're unemployed, for men and women. In terms for women, you know that some jobs they are very toxic to females. So don't support those jobs. Right? They are very, very toxic to females. Sometimes when a female might, for example, go to have a baby, they might be discouraging that. Which is not good. Right? Workforce. Really and truly, if you're looking at it practically, it's workforce, new worker. But it's different for males. If you're working at the construction industry, you know that for half of the year you may be unemployed unless, for example, you're working overseas and then you're the man. You're the man in terms of like the steel man, you're the mason, you're the plumber, you're the man that can always have work. But sometimes you're gonna be unemployed, and if you look at it now, persons who are doing like trade work. People look at them differently when they're unemployed. They don't look at them like a regular smuggler going to work, man. Because if a steel man or a mason is unemployed, automatically in most persons' mind, maybe not now going on know, but they don't look at them like bad. I realize that there's like a dissonance between tradespersons and 9-to-5. They look down on a 9-to-5 that's not or that's unemployed, and they won't ever look down on a tradesman. What do you think?
Society have created this stigma around that and being unemployed because as a tradesman, like everybody know money being a trades.
Yes.
You see me? So when a tradesman now work, we know say alright, a slow season. But when he start work, he might make bread. You see me? That I think. And me feel like say people can accept that more and a hard work. You see me? A hard work. You have to be a hard working man or woman to be a tradesman or woman. But when it comes down to a traditional 9-to-5, people look at it differently. It's not necessarily the same context because when you work a traditional 9-to-5, depending on the industry that you're in, you just get money. You see me? We can't say make bread. Make money.
It was consistent.
Exactly. But when you're off no, when you're not nothing, we're not sure what go on for you. When for a tradesman, we know say alright, you have to now give him 2 more months when the place kick up back on again.
That's it.
You see me? But when a 9-to-5 person get laid off, a completely different
thing. So grace and discretion.
Yeah.
Because anything really can. Maybe the tradesman is not working because he mash up a job. We have all heard and seen that a person just don't trust him anymore, so he just not have no work.
Or injury.
Injury
prone, you know?
Injury.
Boy.
Drop off a building.
Yeah.
Broken hand, broken foot, something get electrocuted. Can't work. Or nerves get shake up.
Yeah.
So an idea, have grace and think about it a little bit more before you scorn a person or look at them with scorn when they are unemployed. Or if a person is unemployed. Because as I said, if you use a discernment, you're going to know who is unemployed for a valid reason or who is unemployed because they have the safety net. You just know how really and truly.
That is true. And the stigma will come with all of this. The thing with that stigma is when somebody is unemployed and the stigma is out there, we probably feel like the stigma is not really out there because of how the stigma get applied. thing I get applied. So I when I go start look at work again. I want what if I for? How long you there yard now? You start looking on job? The stigma coming I want a sense of care out of you sit down a yard too long. You see me? That is how the stigma is placed. It's not aggressive. It's just nicely consistent.
Passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. Passive
Passive
aggressive. Best
aggressive.
word. It's
Passive
passive
aggressive.
aggressive. And it applies a lot of pressure. So when it's a case where someone becomes unemployed, whether that be due to layoff or anything, they feel like they can't make their family know. They have to try to keep it a secret and try just get a job. And then when they get a job now, they can say, oh, you know, say, but they leave that job there, me I work here, so now. The gap between when they leave a job and when they get the next job, this will not get mentioned, you know. Yes, because you make persons for that judgment, right? Because people are expect if you get to work. Worse when people know you don't make good money at the workplace and all of a sudden you not work there anymore. What happened? Oh, my supervisor catch up. You make that make you left for work I pay so much money?
Yes.
Yes, me. All in not pay no good money. The truth of the matter is anything can make anybody become unemployed. Anything at all. And there's this thing which part people feel like you don't have full control over your unemployment or not. When in actuality, it's a double-edged sword because you do have control over it. The only thing you don't have control over when you start working is downsize and seasonal breaks. Them the only thing we can think of at the top of my head right now, which part as an employee you would have full control over. But your attitude towards work, anything else, what would put you in a bad light with HR if they send you home, you have control over all of that.
Full control. Full 100% control.
So persons who are unemployed, let me not say that. Persons who become unemployed due to situations at work, majority of the time you would have control over the situation. Otherwise, on the exceptions, layoff, downsizing, etc., etc., etc.
I like how you spoke about this stigma in terms of you have to rush to get a job. In terms of that, society pressures you to rush to get a job or the family. If you have a child and you have a partner and you need to like take care of what you have to take care of, I can understand that. But sometimes you need to just take a step back, take a breather, recoup, then go back in the job market. And I can understand 100% why some persons would not want to tell some person that they're not working, because even if they're not working, they're gonna look at it that way, which I don't understand. Sometimes you're just not working. Sometimes anything can happen, right? Anything can happen at the job.
You know, sir. Come fi think about it, you know. Some of the time, persons are genuinely concerned.
Most of the times, they aren't though.
It depends because if you have responsibilities, let's say you have a wife, you have a kid, and your wife is working, but it's not enough to really cover the household expenses. And let's say your family know that for some reason. You see me? Not say it's a bad thing, you know, but just say your family or at least one or two of your close friends them know that. You see me? Then go concern and be like, alright bro, so how long you can work? How long you can stay being unemployed and still meet all your needs them? Yeah, apply for jobs. What kind of jobs you apply for? Where you go apply for the jobs then? Persons we genuinely care. So let's say I'm unemployed, Carla talk to me and give me ideas and I ask me a question, and then all of a sudden I just feel like the Carla pressure me to get back one work. Me just lose my job and the first thing you go do I just tell me say, yo, how long you go do this, how long you can bro, me don't know. You see me, what kind of question them you ask me? Me don't know. But in actuality, Carl just admits and I say, yo, you know, say me don't want the dog thing mash up a one way. One day me can talk to him and help him get a new job. You see me? Carl starts in a job posting and we I say, man, my youth. Yeah, meds in negative when in actuality I just care, man, really care. I want to know say, yo, you know, say more my G get back on his foot. But the G not really receive it. He not receive the fact say, yo, I care, man, care, the man want to give her strength.
That's true.
Yes, me. So some of the time the unemployed person just don't receive the message how the message was sent.
And again, it comes back self-esteem, because you're not working, you know. You're gonna vex, you're gonna anxious. And when persons are saying you that message, you're gonna perceive it as I'm less than. They realize that I'm less than and I am vulnerable, and they're pointing out that vulnerability. No one wants to see him vulnerable.
Yeah.
My advice is that if you know someone that is unemployed, they ask them the situation. If they want to tell you the situation, they will tell you the situation. Ask them how they want to proceed. If it's a situation where they want to start back, it's alright, you start to send them. If not, you ask them what's the plan. When they tell you the plan, you say, alright, roll with it. And not just the plan, time limits. Because you can't just say you're gonna do it and you don't have no time. A good question is how long you think you can get back straight, really and truly. And the person says, no, and I say, well, that sounds good. That not sound healthy, not all. Especially if they have responsibilities. So like, as I said, grace on both ends.
I like where you mentioned that. And the next thing what people need to work on as well or consider is rejection is a part of the process.
Man.
Right? It really is a part of the process. While rejection is a part of the process, being resilient is very crucial to the process.
Yep.
So celebrate your small wins. Not because you're unemployed, you go keep the same resume where did have from Wappy Kill fill up, where did you use to apply to the job, where did they for 20 years and then release you. You now go take up the same resume and then just apply for another job. The job market change. So when I say celebrate small wins, I mean like you get up at daytime and you be like, alright, me I lock in for this week and me I try get a new job.
Yes.
You set the morning aside and you say, alright, in the morning between XYZ, me go focus on doing some job search. The week before that, I'd be like, alright, I'm going to focus on updating my resume. Using ChatGPT, using free resume templates. Understand how the job market works. Because if you were in a position for 20 years or if you're just entering the work industry, you don't understand certain mechanics behind how things work. Especially if you're applying for jobs online. Your resume will be sent through what is called an ATS system. You need to ensure that your resume is optimized for that system because that is the system that reads your resume and tell the recruiter whether or not you're a good fit. So even if you have 20 years of experience and don't know how to articulate that on a paper, the recruiter will never see it because it's how the system is set up these days. So focus on the small wins, focus on the small goals, focus on the milestones and put yourself in a better position. And if you apply for 100 jobs and you don't get no reply, none at all, rejection is a part of the process. 100 is hard to get rejected from 100 jobs, but it might not be your experience, it might be your resume. So that's also something you have to take into consideration. Tailor your resume to each job you're applying for. It increases the chances of you getting an interview, and an interview is your foot in the door. And keep in mind that your resume tell them about your past experience, the interview tell them about your personality. You have to make them see the type of person that they're working with, because you and somebody else can have 20-year experience and because you just seem easier to work with, then we hire you over that person. So while everybody feel like it's the experience, it's a combination of the experience and your attitude, because no workplace don't want nobody that will be toxic for the work environment.
They want the best fit.
Exactly.
Best fit.
So while you are getting rejection after rejection, it doesn't mean you're not making progress. You are making progress. As a matter of fact, you're consistent. You apply to 100 job, bro. Congrats. Enough people need to apply for one. First of all, some people don't even know if you start one job search. So you're already ahead of the game. So embrace rejection. Easier said than done. Obviously, we know this. We not say anything where we say easy. We just make you know it's plausible.
And really and truly, only way rejection will not be a part of the process if you have links.
Yeah. We know that's how put in work.
Oh gosh, if you have links. So small wins, man. As Cheetah said, small wins. You know that you have more free time. You can try to get yourself reacclimated to having free time. Because really, you're looking at a job now. Let's be honest. You're looking at a job because you want to start to work again. But most persons, and I've been through this, by the time you start to work again, you start to miss the free time. Appreciate that free time. Get some rest. Apply, get some rest, press your clothes, get some rest, clean your shoes, get some rest, and get ready for that interview. Always be ready. And as I said, the rejection is a part of the process, because once you go into the interview, you might fail. Don't make that deflate you. You can know that, alright, if I fail, what did I do wrong? How can I optimize myself more for the next interview? Because obviously, you get one, you can get one more. Right?
Exactly.
Optimize yourself and think about it. Self-assessment is a big skill. And you're going to have the time because it ain't working.
Exactly.
Why you gonna have a time, man? Crazy time. In terms of that as well too, we didn't really touch on this part too tough. Gonna touch on it now. Money. Have savings. Anything. Everything is possible, including losing the job.
But that's also the thing as well. Me no like talk on that opinion. I feel like we probably get too passionate. But hear me out. Hear me out. Some people live from paycheck to paycheck, which means that a savings is not always possible or plausible. Or the amount of savings where they need to accumulate to be able to get at least 3 months of utilities, save up probably years of savings. Bro, The minimum wage is $15,000 per
Wow.
week. As of
Wow.
June 11, 2024. May I work off of what Google tell me? No. All right, here's what. Let's say I'm a single man. Zine, I'm a single guy working minimum wage. So I'm making what, $60,000 per month. Zine, no. Whosoever implement this $15,000 per 40-hour work week. No, here's what more you have to do for me. More you find more one bedroom apartment. You know, want livable space. Give me light, water, more food as well and transportation for go back to work for a month. You see, if you can find me, as a matter of fact, I live at Kingston. So you see, if you can find me all of that for the $60,000 per month and then give me savings on top of that as well, me say $15,000 makes sense.
What savings?
I mean, I talk savings will make sense. You see, me not tell me about no put on no $500 no $1,000. Me not talk about no partner savings.
For 20 years?
Bro, tell me how me can save tell me how me can save 10% on my income every month and live comfortably.
Yeah, so
Seeing that you want to give me $15,000.
Yeah, you can put that in the comment section by the shows.
Yeah, show me. Like, bro, me live a remember, town, more one bedroom, more bathroom, more kitchen.
Utilities.
More utilities, more food, and more transportation for go work. Me not ask if you know pocket money, I'm more savings. Me not tell you say more go party, me not tell you say more want a car, me not tell you nothing else. That's all me want.
And you're not a drinker, so not drink on weekends.
Me not drink, me not smoke.
Nothing. No habits.
Nothing at all. Right? Find me the place and then me agree with the $15,000 per week.
Well,
so the whole minimum wage thing, garbage.
Really and truly though, it's a really easy why they call it minimum wage. You know?
Exactly. Exactly, bro.
Make it work.
I used to work a full-time job as a graphics designer, my first ever job. And I was getting paid $7,000 for 40-hour work week. Yeah.
Well, I've been through the rough patches as well.
$7,000 for work, 40 hours.
I've been through the rough patches as well, and it's not easy any at all because I didn't have any of those stipulations in terms of apartment or whatever. It was hard. Couldn't save nothing.
All right.
Couldn't go out.
I could buy food. Bad man, I could all find fear for go back to work.
Come on. Yeah, for go back to work.
What?
I used to walk a lot.
Bro, I have to take 3 taxis for reach work and 3 taxi come back.
Alright, so how can people make the most of unemployment? That's a question we have been wondering. In Jamaica, really and truly hard. We don't really have any unemployment benefits. Government won't give you any money. You must say America then give you like unemployment checks and so we don't have that out here. So really and truly, if you're not working in Jamaica, they get knocked. Goose get cooked. Like you can't afford a goose. Can't afford a goose. You can't afford a goose. Like for real though, but like in Jamaica it's hard, man. We don't have anything. The most you can get is part is like for low income families. And part, based on what I heard about part is not enough. About part is never enough, really and truly. So just take it as a time to prepare. Because there are no benefits here. Only free time. No benefits, only free time. What can you do? You can network. The free time you have, you can use it to link persons. Use it to go on the internet. Use it to go on job postings. Use it to recreate yourself for the job that you want.
True.
Wow. Library internet is free. Library internet free. And most everybody have a smartphone. Library computers are free. Use that time to do what you need to do to get back in the market, really and truly. Or if you have entrepreneurial pursuits, try to sort that out. But really and truly, only thing you have is free time. Free time. As you said, $7,000 free time. Then when you have to go back to $7,000 a week, no.
Yo, then give me pay Friday and Friday evening it done.
Yeah.
May I tell you?
Can't work, man.
May I tell you, bro? It's crazy. But the thing is, as much as how part don't provide a lot of financial support, little better than none, right? At least something they in place currently to help lower income families.
But as you think of families,
yeah,
as a single person by yourself,
let me tell you. You see, if you're stressed out as a single person, you see, if you did have one family, you're mad. Right? So I understand why path is in place for low income families.
So you're basically saying is that part of the stop people from go mad?
Path was designed to ensure that low income families, the kids of those families, still get a chance to go to school and develop and eat while they're at school. When they're there, yeah, their mother is responsible for you. But, you know?
So basically, partner make people we're of age. Either you're pitney or you're old people. Other than that, partner make fear.
That's our assumption for right now. We need to do more research into that.
Well, true.
To tell you true.
You
But
can tell us though.
Yeah, you can tell me in the comments if you don't have any other experience with path.
Yes.
But for right now, I know say path mainly support low income families and
kids.
Yeah.
And old people.
To tell you the truth, would rather there be a program that support kids and old people than a program that support able-bodied people were lazy. And while a system would have nice for them in place to support able-bodied persons who are unemployed, Jamaicans abuse every system.
Even gonna say Jamaicans, people
abuse every system. Correction.
Yes.
People abuse every system.
Every system.
Person behind the camera went on a rant. I'm not gonna repeat all of that. Right? So we'll go get one additional microphone and one additional camera. We'll go put her somewhere.
Yes.
Right? She said she wanna go on IT, but we
no.
can't. Alright, so the thing is, we've been talking about employment and unemployment. What if it's a case where you are, let's not say unemployed, you just don't have a stream of income, a stable stream of income? Because that is what employment is, a stable stream of income. But you are working on an income stream. Now, this is for persons who are unemployed in the traditional sense, but actively seeking to develop their own clientele and audience to build their own brand. You can't view those persons in the same light as persons who just unemployed, lazy, and don't want to work.
Facts.
Because them actively are trying to do something. It might not go how they want if you go. They might have their mental breakdown, but at the end of the day, they know what they do and they might go and fight.
And to be honest though, today is their age, 2024, soon 2025. Millions of ways out there to make money. It might not be consistent, but there are millions of ways out there to make money legally.
It depends. Region lock. Real thing.
Well, that's it. Thousands of ways are out there to make money.
In Jamaica.
Hundreds of ways are out there. Legally. Right? Yeah, because you have a bunch of programs, right? You have a bunch of different programs. If you go to the part office as a person, as an able-bodied adult who is not working, who is unemployed, I'm sure you can speak to a person because they are human. They don't know of any program that I can do to get a work, to just get a foot in somewhere. So most of the time we just need to get out of ourselves and get out of our shells, I think. Don't let the fact that you're not working bring you down so you feel like you can't just ask for your work. Because really and truly, nothing asked and nothing given.
True.
Nothing asked, nothing given. And sometimes it's pride as well. I realize this thing, it may be a little tangent, but some persons won't work because, men specifically, won't work because the work say, oh, put you here. You're going to out a job for years because somebody said put you here.
Is that still a thing?
That is still a thing. So basically, you're going to say, alright, rather losing money, potential money than just put you here. I always found that ridiculous, not just because it's low, but you come here every day a week for work. Right, I want to make bank. I don't care about no here. So like sometimes the able-bodied persons make it hard on themselves, right? And then when people send them job stuff, they feel that way. But bro, man up and grow up, man.
And the thing is about the whole here thing. When we are talk about that, we not talk about the length you hear due to religious beliefs, right? We are talk like just regular you grow to here, like come I grow my hair and then be like, all right, so we can't go have that, so you have to go cut that. You want your groom in a certain way because of the company image we are trying to portray. Now, if I want a company which part you're a rasta and you go on a company and the company and say you have to cut a ear, by all means, so affy obliged because of your religious belief. And you already understand your religious belief and you already come for grasp the blockades when it comes on to looking a job. So knowing that you're here will be a factor. You'd have more to look jobs that don't really mind you're here as long as you're a properly groomed rasta and you wear a tam, because more than likely you're not going to wear your hair out. things like that. So it's a case where persons who keep their hair long for religious beliefs don't really, this is a message that don't really apply to you in that sense. But persons who are growing their hair for like just style like me, if you apply for one job and the job say cut a year, you're supposed to do your research in the industry before and understand say more than likely that would have been a prerequisite.
Yep.
Knowing that, why would you apply? Because hotel are one prime example.
So no, some hotels now are allowing long hair.
Exactly.
But I personally don't believe that you should make because of hair we're gonna grow back. But want impediment. You're not supposed to impede and make money. That's what I think about it.
And that's why I say it would make sense to do your research. Because if you know say some hotels I make a keep it here, then look for you when I make a keep it here. Why you gotta apply to sandals if sandals go till if you cut it?
Exactly.
And you know you're not going to cut it. You just waste your time and got the interview. But then you say, alright, Royal the camera will let me keep me here. So apply for Royal the camera and you pay less, but you want to keep it here though. So apply.
That's a sacrifice.
Yes, man.
That's a sacrifice. So in terms of unemployment, we spoke about the thing we have the most is free time. You have the most free time and your money is like a kangaroo. It's going down. Oh my god, that metaphor was so cool. Yeah, but you have free time, so try upskill yourself. We talk about upskilling a lot over here, right? But try upskill yourself. You should have been upskilling yourself, to be honest, since day one, since the day you're walking door. But let's take into consideration, maybe you have try to upskill yourself. You have the free time, right? You can watch some YouTube videos about things that you would want to do. You can go on Coursera, you can go on LinkedIn. You can even try to do an assessment through heart. Guys, alright, I didn't have the certificate at this point in time. I was working, I didn't have the time to do this and that ABC. But do your thing and get everything sorted out. Because really and truly, you have free time now. There's no excuse not to get certain things done now. Because you know that by the time you get a new job, you can start. No more free time, no more nothing. Work, rest. Look a bit of enjoyment, work, rest, look a bit of enjoyment. Yeah, you have to be cognizant of how you use it. Because really and truly, once you frame it in your mind as an opportunity, you don't have a job, so it's an opportunity to build more. You want to frame it like that and you keep yourself grounded, yeah, you can be bigger and better. It's like taking a step back to take, or two steps back rather, and take a big old leap forward. Right?
True. When you have the free time while you're unemployed, it's good while you do your job search, you also try upskill yourself. Right? Carl mentioned, why place name?
Coursera.
Carl mentioned Skillshare. Alright, so yeah, Skillshare and YouTube. We can't pronounce the next one.
Free, so yeah.
Yeah. So those are places you can really go for really upgrade yourself. And not because you're unemployed doesn't necessarily mean say you have time to upgrade yourself. Carl probably disagree with that. Is me?
I do.
Me understand. But the thing is, no, you're not no reason. Yeah.
Alright, so the person behind the camera was saying that
person behind the camera can chat. I tell her, she gives a lot of good ideas though. Yes, me. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime she attack me just a mids, mic and camera.
Yes.
We need to get her mic and camera.
But the person behind the camera was talking about persons who are employed for a while. And how being employed for a while, you are kind of grounded in a way to the job because you have long-term goals that are surrounding the job. Because of the job, you will be able to do this, that, A, B, C, D. And once you lose the job, you will be mentally distressed. I think I addressed partially partially already. Don't make the job be your identity fully. I think that is a big thing. I like what she mentioned it to that persons might have expectations of you, but you have to keep grounded really and truly because these things happen. And really and truly, if you have been employed for a long time, tell me if I'm wrong. You know your place. If you get fired more than like in a position like that, you know why you get fired. You should have seen that coming like from 10 years ago. Yeah, so I agree with her partially, but don't get caught up. My thing is, I will never drink the Kool-Aid. We are here for a reason. We know the reason. As long as you can perform, you perform, but don't drink the Kool-Aid.
To add to what Carl said, it's a case where while your entire plan can get shattered because you become unemployed, doesn't necessarily put you back to phase one.
No.
So it's a pit stop, right? And once you look at it like it's a pit stop, you can recover. First, there are a few stages. One, you just realize that this probably affect a lot of things. Then you reach a stage where you be like, me have to adapt. Then you reach a stage where you be like, alright, make an next plan. Then you reach a stage where you have to be like, alright, start work on a new plan. The thing is, the time between getting the reality check and starting the new plan different for everybody. Some people go through all of them phases, they're very fast.
Very fast.
Others staying at the stage which my plan get mashed up for a very long time. And because you're staying at that, it's no longer a pit stop, but you go park your car in a hangar spot, you go collect dust.
Yep.
So now when a time for you come back out, you have to go change the oil, you have to go change a lot of things, the car want deep clean, wash. Insect good all in there.
New tires.
Everything. Tire them dry rotten.
As he said, that's why I've been saying this since podcast started today. Be prepared and don't make it be a party already. That's how I personally try to keep myself ready for anything when it comes on to that. My stage, the stage between the shit and preparation short, maybe a few hours.
Oh,
really and truly, maybe a few hours.
Hours, bro. That's
maybe
crazy.
A few hours. Because my thing is on anything can, right? And I always try to be mentally prepared for that. So be mentally prepared, man. Be mentally prepared.
Yeah. On that note, remember, unemployment is challenging, but it don't determine your worth or potential. Unemployment is not a permanent state. It's temporary. So I just say, find your footing as fast as possible.
That is it.
Ground yourself. Pull up back your head. And start move forward once again. Because not because you lose a job don't make you less of a great worker. Not because you lose a job don't make you less of a provider. Anything can happen.
Not because you lose a job don't make you less of a person.
No, alright. So don't make your unemployment define you. If you did a work and let's say you work in a customer service, you were having a bad day and you did rude to your customer and then catch a call and you lose your job. Don't beat up yourself, feet. You have a bad day, but if you work a call center and you take one payment from a customer and then automatically the customer card information end up on one paper in your pocket and then in your yard and you get catch.
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah. But otherwise from that, unemployment doesn't define you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Plan strategically, manage your finances.
Yep.
I always preach about this. And invest in yourself because you have a free time.
Yeah.
Right?
And that is really it from us. Hope you really find some value. As a matter of fact, we like when we talk back to we We don't like talk to the camera ourselves.
I talk to ourselves, yeah. No did he.
Yeah. So talk to we in the comment section. We welcome. Email us. We welcome any conversation. You can email us at beyond95podcast@gmail.com.
That's it.
Share your success stories in your career. Share your worst career experience. Or share stories. We're here to listen.
Oh, I will mention the resume. You can go on TikTok and find _ full stop Oshido OSHIDO full stop _ this guy. Right?
Yeah.
We spoke about resume. He showed a interesting and modern looking resume template. You can find it. You can talk to him. You can go on Beyond the 95 TikTok and look at our clips, right? And comment on us. Yeah, spread the message, spread the value.
We want to spread the message locally to Jamaicans, but in general to the Caribbean, because when it comes on to the labor force in the Caribbean, I can't speak mainly for Jamaican, but it's a case where a lot of us don't know what needs to be done or understand certain aspect.
Yep.
And the persons who do understand certain aspect of things are in a higher level, so they kind of keep it on a links level. So we are trying provide as much value as possible.
Yes.
We will be having guests on the podcast soon enough, so you guys can get more up-to-date and accurate information on industry-specific topics. So that's something you guys can look out for as well.
Yeah, so we're glad to have you guys today. Remember, being an employee doesn't make you less of a person.
Yes.
Give yourself grace, right? And give people grace too.
And remember,
career,
purpose, truth.